Coming up on the next episode. Good Friday morning to you all, YouTube. It is 11:52 now, nearly noontime, but still morning, officially. Here with you at the bench again, and have the WAG radio in front of me there. We'll do a little scan of it from top to bottom and back up to top. So there you go. I know that wasn't much. Let me get my little pointy stick, as I like to say. The recap of this has commenced. Replaced that one there. Well, I didn't replace that one. That's the replacement for it. That's the replacement for that one there. There's one from that one there. I think that's all you can see right there. Down on this end, I have this one. This is the coupling cap from the volume control to the first audio tube, and that's in. This melange, or whatever you want to call it, of components here is the couplet that I did replace. It is, I marked these numbers on it to keep track of where I was putting the different leads to, so, you know, it made it a little easier for me to do. So, I still have a total of three wax caps to remove and replace, and that will complete the recapping of this computer as far as the wax caps are concerned. Now the main ECAP filter here, I'm not going to worry about that right at the moment. It seems to be operating fine. If there's no hum to the unit, which I didn't hear. I don't recall if we did or not. I don't remember. I wanted to point out another little oddity about this radio. Bob was, you guys, if you watched the video of me and Bob talking about this, you may have seen this, but this is a 2X, it says right on it, and I didn't see it at the time because I guess I didn't know what I was looking for, but 2X, I can't see exactly how, the 001, I can't see. But anyway, there's two capacitors in this, and it's all together. I don't know why they did it this way, but that's the way they did it. So I'm not really sure if I need to replace that or not. I'm going to try it like it is. Brendan can weigh in on that if he likes, but I kind of think that's fine as it is. Again, he can weigh in if he wants. I'm going to leave it for now and see what else we have here. Again, these three here have to be replaced, and that will be done hopefully today. I have other news in the offing as well, but first I want to take this opportunity to welcome a new subscriber. This is a special subscriber. Mrs. VEG herself, I was told by her husband, has subscribed to my channel. I want to welcome you to DERB. Also, Jack was good enough to mention that she is actually getting into the hobby, which is very cool in my book, because I don't think there are enough women in this hobby, or in this field, whatever you want to call it. And very happy that she's getting into it. She purchased some old CB radios. Some of them I'm sure probably don't work exactly as they should. And with the express purposes of learning how they do work and fixing them if necessary. I encourage her to ask questions of those more experienced. Probably the biggest teacher in this, or any given profession, I think, is experience. Those who have been here before us and done things learn about things that us who haven't been there have not learned. I don't think there's a day goes by that I don't learn something new in electronics. and I hope that never stops, because I don't really think you can know everything. That's just the way I look at it, because it's a field where it's constantly changing, and different things are discovered, and I really do enjoy the field of electronics. And again, like I said, just Mrs. Jack, don't hesitate to ask questions of anyone. Everyone in this community is willing to help any way they can, especially newbies. Of course, your husband's there; he can answer questions as well. But like I said, it's just I think it's a fun hobby. I really do. Of course, now I'm a man, and I have to admit that I don't believe most women find this interesting. But again, to find one who does, or is at least willing to share her hobby with her husband, I think that's great. And by the same token, Jack, I think you need to, if you don't already, share some of her interest. And I think that's what makes a good marriage myself. Having two people that are in love enough to care about each other enough to share in their joys and of course their unhappiness too. But so that's just my feelings on it, and that's from a confirmed bachelor, I guess, or whatever you want, divorcee, or whatever you want to call it. I had my taste of it, but we were young. That's a lot of it. If you survive, through the youth years and get into it, you learn as you get. And that's another thing. Experience helps in marriages too. So a lot of people are too pig-headed sometimes to listen on that. But anyway, that's just my thought. And I didn't mean to get into a big discussion on this, but I did want to welcome her, because it's not often we get women involved in this community, and I think it's a great thing to have women that are technical, if that's a term. But anywho, that's good, and like I say, that's what I wanted to say. So I said it, and now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go into the new DERB. I'm trying to think of a better name for it, but new expanded DERB. I don't know what we're going to do. Well, we're going to call it something though. So let's move into the other room and check out some stuff in there. All right. Well, we have found ourselves in the new room. A little bit of an echo in here because there's no furniture. Well, I mean, there's furniture, but none of it arranged or anything like that. Now, these units here that you see right here, and there's another one right behind it, are the ends of the new desk. Now, this is much bigger than I thought originally, but I still think it will work just fine. One of the things I'm a little worried about, concerned about, or whatever you want to call, is this AC or heating vent here and under the window. That's normally where they are. If I do this like I want to do it, I'm going to have to figure out a way around that, because I want to put it in that corner there, and I would like it to extend over here to have the one unit or the other, whichever one fits here. I think it's the one in the back, to fit right in front of that window. And again, it may not even be necessary. It may be short enough, I think, to accommodate this side of the window. There's 50 inches. I measured it yesterday from the corner of from the other wall to the edge of this window. So I need to actually measure that and see how far that comes. And again, I may not get to do this by the way I wanted to do it, but again, I hope I do, because it would give me a lot more room in here to work on stuff. And again, there's your corner unit. You can see the two items in front of it are the monitor shelf, and I think the other one's a shelf for this unit here, for the printer or whatever you want to set in there. I may try to make some more drawers for this. I think drawers would be more handy than a printer stand. But again, just depends on a lot of things. This is a much nicer unit than I thought it was. But Again, it's gonna require some work to get it the way I want it. My idea is to put basically make the surface of this up to those two things there are the top units that mate to you see the little peg sticking out on the top. They mate to that and stick out. They make the L shape of the desk, and so that's the part I need to measure and find out how long it is. Again, that's neither here nor there, but that's stuff I'm gonna do. If I decide to do that, what I'll have to do is take that upside down, put it on the floor, attach the wings to it, which are made to fit over the top of these corner units, or not corner units, but end units, whatever you want to call them. And like I said, they will go either way, I do believe. I don't think there's any problem with that. In other words, I can put the printer stand on this side and the drawers unit on the other side, or vice versa. So they're just basically, there's a lip on the edge of that fits around the top section of the stands here, and allows them to again go either way. So that's nice. That part is nice and workable. It just depends a lot on how much space I have, but I would really like to move those down out of the way to have me more roll around room in my. I'm going to put up probably a picture, or I'll make a picture of how I want to do this, and that will help you see, because I can't hardly explain it. But I just want to let everybody know that the new digs have their first new arrival here, and it should be a good one, I think. And I was telling Bob about that. He said use that shelf for something else, but I said I might just use it for the monitor, because put it in, having a monitor right in the center of everything would be kind of nice. Also, that's another thing. Do I want to put the test equipment in the center, or do I want them on each end, or what do I want to do? Because that's another thing I have to think about, because unless I can freely move around underneath that desk, it's going to be better off in the center, because that way I can just swivel the desk chair around and work on something on either side. Plus it gets the test equipment equal distance from whatever I'm working on the sides. So, that's another concern that I'll have to address at some period. So, like I said, that's just some of the things I'm working through. And like I say, I'm probably I'm not gonna do anything with this at all today. I have to pick up groceries at 1 and put those away, and that usually wears me out pretty good. So that was probably what I'll do, is get that done, and then I will probably work on the Saturday video. I still haven't got that done yet. And this video I'm making now, probably put it in the computer and start working on it. So that's just some of the things I'm doing today. Now also, while he was here, my son-in-law was gracious enough to move the old Philco inside, and it is now inside instead of being out in the garage. Anyone who was concerned about that, it is still in fine shape, and that's good, very good. So it's in here now. That center knob that looks like it's missing, I have that in the other room. I didn't want to leave it on the radio because it's not securely fastened to the shaft. I don't know if it's missing the set screw or what, but I do have that, so that's not a big deal. And again, that's got to be removed from the cabinet and taken into it's actually in the shop. But put up on the bench and gone through to see what the problem is with it. Gary said that obviously it's been restored, and the electronics had been restored as well, but at some point it stopped working. So we need to address that and get that working, and that's going to make a nice little addition. I don't know if I'm calling this my radio room yet or not, but it may end up being the radio room. Who knows? But again, things are happening. Very happy about that. Of course, you knew about the 3D printer. I'll turn you around real quick. You can see it. There it is. So that's that. And again, this window, it's going to be make it very nice in here to see It's just so much brighter in here than it is in my room, and like I said, that will be a handy thing. And again, there's the window that I'm going to put the new I done forgot the name of it, but the little antenna, the little triangular shaped antenna from Texan that's supposed to help with the signals, and so we're going to put that in that top window, and that will give me a nice antenna booster, whatever you want to call it, and that should be proved to be good deal indeed. So anyway, that's where we're at with this, and I thought I'd bring you along for this and show you what's going on, and I'm going to sign off here. You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see ya.